what stories do you wish hadn't been abandoned? Interesting little topic. And, these Reddit videos are either a way to yell at the Reddit for being a fucking idiot, which had been dialed down a little more, or just an interesting little storyline discussion type thing. And this one is about abandoned storylines. And we did do a video about abandoned storylines. It is on this channel. It was recorded before the Christmas boom and before most of our fandom came along. So there is a video out there. Just look up EastEnders abandoned storylines and you should find it. There we are, cheeky little plug. Someone says, for me, I still wish they would address Kat's son. Obviously, Dermot? The Irish serial killer or some shit. Was he a killer? He was evil. I know he was an evil priest.
I don't know.
I'll be real with you. I didn't watch Redwater.
But you have to. That is a funny concept when you look at it. It's like you should have done it if you were doing it at any time. It'd be the mid 2000s. Let's be honest.
Not 2015, 2016.
It's like when it's like, oh, Queen's gonna reunite, and it's like Freddie Mercury's like 65, and he's like, oh, it's not as fun, is it? It's not as fun. And it's like, are you gonna sing your new songs? No, we're gonna sing all the classics, and it's like, ended now. It's like if Nirvana reunited now, I'd be like, oh no, please, Kurt, you should have put the shotgun to him out earlier. Please, it's shit now.
Conspiracy theory.
It was his wife.
I'm not sure if they brushed Stacey's stalker storyline under the carpet, but I suppose we'll find out when Freddie returns. Theo is done, let's be real. Theo's 100% done. He's not coming back in any form. I will say it was that storyline, I don't wish it wasn't abandoned. Look, you were one of the Theo fans. Do you wish that instead of Stacey doing Christmas and getting with Jack, would you have rather Christmas with Theo Hawthorne?
If it was still with Freddie Slater, who didn't just fuck off to do Strictly Come Dancing, maybe. But then who could replace Stacey as the sixth? You can't be Eve. Because you have two women who know each other, who are lesbos, and then you have Sharon, you would have Kathy and Denise, and it's like, yeah, it wouldn't work. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
You using the word lesbo has put me in I'm back in 2006. Like, what the fuck are you on? It's called lesbians.
It's like if you're offered a fish and chips, and it's like you can get it from a 5-star place or a 2-star place, and it's like you can have a gourmet meal for free, or you can have shit, and it's like,
I'll take the shit, lads. I'll take the shit. It's a chippy. You don't want fucking 5-star chips? I'll put some gold dust on it. Fuck off. But you know what I mean? But the point being, would I rather have had Christmas with Stacey sleeping with Jack and messing up Denise and being a part of the six, or had Theo still be around? No. No, I'd rather her be a part of the six 100 times out of 100.
The possibility is he can come back at some point, but it's just that there is no character for him. Unless they're going to change his character and he turns out to be a nice guy.
He's moved up to Scotland for his bail hearing. He's not getting seen again. I still think there should have been far wider reaching consequence of Lily having her baby at 12, but that seems to have just been moved on, and she's taking being a mother in her stride. I don't necessarily, yes, they could have covered it in more detail, but I would also say people would have complained. Well, what do you mean? We don't want to see a child be a mum at 12. That's so unrealistic. She should have died. It's like, fucking, some people do it, for fuck's sake.
That one is a bit tricky because I can see both sides of that argument, if that makes sense. I can see both sides. I will say, probably would have been more interesting to cover rather than. It does feel like they've just had a baby and then, we saw her struggle to be a mum, but she kind of got through it. So. But it's like, would I rather 6 months of. Would I rather basically her be Hayley Slater now? Because that's what she would basically be, a mum too early. I'm on too early, struggling with bipolar, not bipolar, but possibly having bipolar. Or would I rather her just be like, here's my child. I have it now. There you go. It's like, I would prefer that, because if we had to go down the rabbit hole of another Slater losing their mind at the same time that Stacey has to cover up a murder, you'd be like, you gave me two kegs. I only wanted one full keg, not two big kegs. It's like, I can't take both. I'll be juggling them. So it's just like, I can see both sides, but at the same time, you are restricted because you don't know how many times the actress can film. You don't know how many times she can appear in a scene, because she could appear in one scene in January and then fuck off until March, and you won't see her again because she has school, she has other commitments, possibly in other TV shows that are less important than EastEnders. So you are confined.
Yeah, I also will say she is also, like, she's still a teenager. I'm pretty sure. Like, you can't get her in full time to portray this. Like, she's still a young actress. You still have to balance school and shit. So there's only so much you could really do.
Exactly.
And, you don't want to overexpose the actress in a way. You don't want to, she did a good enough job with what she had, but any more could have just made or broke the character. Exactly.
Yeah. You don't know. It's like... Sorry, it's like when you put a flower out, you don't want to keep watering it, because if you keep watering it, you're going to kill it. You're going to waterboard it, and it's the same for Lily, because no offense for her, she's a great young actress. It's just you don't want to put too much shine on her in case she fumbles it. Like, obviously she probably wouldn't. She's probably a class act, but just for old time's sake, everyone enjoyed my catchphrase. Fuck you, Lily Slater. Brought it back. It's an OG one.
But I will say, also probably would have been interesting, but let's be honest, most people would have complained. Most people wanted Harvey to be the dad, for fuck's sake. Like, people don't know what they want. Sonia's BRCA1 and BRCA2 diagnosis, I assume this is like breast cancer. And diagnosis with planned mastectomy and ovaryectomy, so removing the boobs and removing the ovaries. Just for all the people who don't understand big words.
Thank you.
Your dad's Piggy. I still can't believe they dropped that and hasn't been mentioned again, especially with the whole IVF storyline. She was going to have her ovaries removed, and she is a carrier, so that child would be 2. Yeah, that's fair enough, but I don't know. I think it was just a way to have Sonia have more storylines. Like, if they never went through with it, they clearly went, maybe we do want Sonia to have another kid. Because you can't really have her being a parent, because Bex is gone, and the actress seems like she's fucking straight chilling, doing whatever the fuck she wants, so... Like, you want Sonia to have a new kid. And you don't really want to... It's like I said, I feel like EastEnders are sometimes a bit too scared of making permanent changes to a character. It's why I feel like the Sam Mitchell character has moved no fucking way since like 2007 or some shit. I feel like occasionally they're a bit too worried to make permanent changes, and this was one of them. And speaking of that, someone says Nancy was such a waste of the sterilization storyline. Won't give it to another character now. It deserved to be addressed. If anybody doesn't know, when Nancy came back, she was struggling with her epilepsy, and they went... I think it was something like, obviously she didn't want kids either. So it's like, I'm gonna get rid of the chance that I could ever have kids. And I think in a way it was gonna help with her seizures. But then even then, so they did this weird like CBD oil stuff where it was supposed to be helping, but instead of her actually getting CBD oil that you can actually readily get and it's not illegal, she was just getting dodgy CBD oil for some reason, because they don't want to do anything about drugs. I don't know why weed is a scary drug in the UK. It's never mentioned.
It's a kind of... Well, we obviously don't have the FCC over here. They won't let me be where I want to be. They shut me down on MTV. But we don't obviously have the FCC, but I do think there is some probably guidelines in the UK that you can't bring up.
The BBC probably aren't. I mean...
The BBC are like... I like to imagine the BBC are like a 70-year-old man. Weed? Oh, no, not the devil's marijuana. No, not the devil's lettuce. No, we can't mention that on our soap show with our gay characters. And it's like, that's too. It's like, apparently you can't do sex scenes on TV in America until like after 9 o'clock. And I'm like, that would not fly over here because you just look at our TV shows. If some people saying the C word at 6 o'clock by slipping up and nothing said about it, it's funny. But yeah, it's just you don't want to make a permanent change to a character that you might want to redo. It's like the way how like whenever a character in the mid 2010s went, can I leave the show, guys? I just want a break. I just want a break. I just want to leave. I want to just spend time with my family. And then it's like, okay, you want to leave and spend time with your family? Yeah. How long are you thinking? 6 months, 5 months? What I'm thinking indefinitely. We'll kill you. And it's like, right, I'm saying 6 months. You're saying indefinitely. Are you not understanding? I just want to spend time with my family. Yeah, but we're hearing you want to be dead. You can't win. And that's obviously what I feel like it happens with characters. Like, maybe we don't make this change. Maybe we just play it safe. And then sometimes risks pay off. Like Callum coming out as gay, Ben coming out as gay, and Stewart was a risk, I want to say. And so was Aidan Walker.
But yeah, it's interesting. Let's see what other people think, though, because I don't really have any abandoned storylines off the top of my head that I would have loved to have seen happen. The only one I have that comes to my mind is a fucking Coronation Street one. So about 2 of you in the audience. The one story I would have always loved to have seen redone is there was a big domestic abuse storyline where you had Kirsty, who was abusing Tyrone in Coronation Street. And it was a really interesting portrayal. But instead of making it like Grey Atkins abuser really bad, there was a lot of really interesting character building as to why she was like this and how you could, like, if you were invested, you could see like some of the sympathy towards her. And then it's like, to me, it would have been a really interesting one to explore, like someone like being rehabilitated, like going to prison and fucking sorting themselves out. And obviously it may not be too realistic because most abusers never change ultimately, and that's where the kind of realism shit comes into. But it would have been cool to see them, like, in some weird twist where they actually get back together and you see that she goes to do the same tendencies, but you see that she's changed. But ultimately they killed off the character and she's never coming back. And I was sad.
So she didn't turn out to be like Grey Atkins, where it's like, you're an abuser and now you're a serial killer. It wasn't like that, was it?
No, just a domestic abuser.
Which you
God,
have
I
for me
made
is,
myself want to fucking watch that storyline again, goddamn.
Which is, like, I always just find it funny where they're like, yeah, Grey Atkins, you're going to be a domestic abuser, and then you're going to kill your wife. Okay, I understand the abuse bit.
Yeah, that does happen in domestic abuse cases, unfortunately. Especially around the lockdown time as well. Not to spend too long talking about this, but like it does happen. But becoming a serial killer doesn't really happen that much. Let's be real.
Like, who fucking starts beating the partner and then just goes, "I'm gonna kill you now"? Like, that's extreme. That's a bit extreme,
but that bit does happen.
It does happen, yes, but like
that's the point is, joke about the bit afterwards. That bit does actually fucking happen.
Yeah.
So yes. Someone says, yeah, they should have shown how hard it would really be to have a baby at the age of 12. I think it's all been shown as a really positive, fun thing, like having a gender reveal party, still being able to hang out with friends. They should have shown it getting up at every hour with a newborn, baby blues, missing out on what our friends are doing. But like if I was 12 and I saw that storyline, I think, oh, it'd be fine to have a baby at this age. So cute and fun. I struggled and I'm 29. Fair enough. It would have been an interesting way to do it. I just think there's been a lot of postnatal depression storylines, and I get it. But I feel like I don't know if EastEnders has done one recently. Oh, they did one with Stuart, didn't they? Yeah, they did one with Stuart pretty recently, and I don't think they're hasty to reapproach it. I don't necessarily think they glorified it. They still showed that she was struggling, and she has the liberty of actually having like a very big family who will all do their bit. So, I like to think Lily's probably been very protected from the realities of fucking doing it, but she still clearly struggled.
Yeah.
Someone says, I was expecting something: medical complications, social services, the police, having to drop out of school, struggling at school, bullying, mental illness, baby neglect, or even baby shaking, but just something they've shown absolutely no negative consequences whatsoever. Fucking hell, that's some tragedy right there. Fucking hell. I don't want any of that, I'll be real with you.
Because then she turns out to be like Hayley Slater or Stacey Slater. And it's like, yeah, but you don't want her to be like her mom yet. It's like, let her just be a child. Let her just fart in someone's face and start laughing and be like, haha, I'm a child. That's funny, isn't it, guys? And it's like, maybe 20 years. Kick someone in the dick and then go, you're ugly. Like all children do. Twist someone on a swing. Chinese burns. But like, I don't know. I just don't know how it would feel, because I think the storyline was pretty handled. I just didn't like the birth, because I'm like, I do not want to watch a 12-year-old give birth.
It's a bit uncomfortable.
Like, that's something you see on Live League, and I'm like, don't want to see that, mate. Don't want to see that. But at least they didn't show it. They showed some of
yourself.
What?
I don't know what you're fucking looking on Live League. I'm going straight to the fucking fight threads. So.
The what?
The fight threads. Watch someone get beat. Sure. Never happened to me, of course. Totally not real. For real, no cat. What crime did Mick commit that Stewart took the punishment for, and was literally the whole reason he terrorised the Carters in 2018? We never found out. Wish they'd gone through with Adana and Ikra dying in the Monroe bombing. Considering both the characters just disappeared, really would Loki exit. It would have been much better and held some actual consequences. I mean, very true. There was supposed to be the bombing of the Argy Bargy, I believe. But it seemed like they just didn't do it in time. So the bomb never went off, and then they both left. So fair enough. It does sound really funny when you say, wish they would have both fucking died in that fucking bombing sound. It's reasonable. Reasonable.
But you have to be, it is funny just imagining the producers there. So Derek, you we're filming that bombing today. Well, you see, we ran out of budget, so we can't shoot it. And instead it's just like a little argy-bargy, like a little like toy one that they just blow up. And it's like, pretend you're dying in it. Poof.
Apparently someone says that Chris Crenshaw has said that the Theo storyline will be revisited once Freddie and Mo will be back. And then someone says, I think the storyline ended up so long because, Bobby spent about 4 months after he left to do Strictly to do more Strictly. So, fair enough. Rocky's wife. Come on. I don't fucking... She was fun, but did I want to see her for another year? No. Like, she had a great role. She had such a great role to fucking... They had a really cool thing to fucking... I completely lost... What are you staring at me for? I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Yeah. Alright, what were you saying? What the fuck were you saying? I was just zoned out.
Rocky's wife. She had a good role.
Yeah.
She came in, she slagged off everyone, and she fucked off. I didn't want to see it. Can she take Jasper and fuck off? Someone says Ian's diabetes. Yeah, but who wants to... I don't know what I'm saying, like, ooh, let the dogs out. Ooh. Fucking... Who wants Ian to have diabetes on the show? Like, come on. Like, fucking... It's like someone like, I want someone to have a storyline where they don't pay their taxes. Who the fuck cares? Who cares?
Emmerdale not paying his taxes.
Someone says
would be funny
Martin's
too.
child with Ruby. That's not been abandoned. Ruby just left the show. It's not been abandoned. They teased. When Ruby left, it showed that Ruby was pregnant with Martin's kid. That is a little bomb ready to go off whenever Ruby comes back. Or they want to bring in Martin's child. It's not been abandoned. It's just been put aside. It's on the shelf. The female genital mutilation storyline 2020/2021. It wasn't abandoned. They just realized it was garbage.
What was the storyline? Sorry.
It was female genital mutilation. It was how Ikra's girlfriend Mila, who worked at the pub, was gay, but there was some like religious reason to like mutilate the genitals. So like, like sex and stuff would be weird. It was a very tacked on social issue storyline that they didn't really give much time.
Yeah, I just can't hear genital mutilation without hearing all them fucking MAGA supporters go, think of the children! Excuse the shootings, but think of the children! Changing their genders! Excuse the shootings, but yeah, that, woo! I just can't hear it. I just hear it all the time.
I just really love that fucking... I really love that someone's doing the me roll saying they didn't abandon it. It's just Bobby's not there, or Freddy's not there, so they're not doing anything with it. It's anticlimactic. It's like, yes. Yeah, but what can they do? Alright, fucking Bobby, get back here. You need to film 3 more weeks of EastEnders. Yeah, but I'm practicing for Strictly. Fuck you. You actually want to win this competition? Yes, I want to win this competition. Ah, well. At least when Martin did it, they fucking knew he was shit. So they went, probably don't need a break, do you?
It's like, I just imagine he has a cane and he just hooks it around his neck. It's like, go with me, back to the show. Being dragged away, kicking and screaming.
Janine getting Alice sent down for Michael's killing, and Alice left to rot with nobody bothering to uncover the truth. Janine has form or visit apart from Carol early on. Now she's been inside for over a decade. They bring Janine back, not even a mention, and with a future baby drama not likely, but I still need that showdown. Honestly, that feels like someone we know comment that. Someone who is an Alice Branding stan, which I see you, I respect you. There we are. But yeah, what storylines do you wish hadn't been abandoned? An interesting question, but unfortunately, I didn't really have much to offer. But the r/EastEnders subreddit definitely did. Thank you for watching the video.
I, of course, have one. Alfie, you forgot about your other child that you left fucking with Hayley Slater. Bring back Cherry. Hashtag bring back Cherry, but not Hayley Slater.
Yes.
I just want him to run, bar like like when you see in the movies the heist where he just comes down a rope. I just want to see him busting into a house, going down a rope, just like baby on the shoulder, fucking back up. Quick, pull the rope.
Yeah.
And then he falls off the roof like Santa Claus.
But yeah, point being, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on the channel. And if you want to join in the conversation, go ahead and join the Discord. There's a link in the description. But all in all, thank you for watching the video. We've been watching Walford. Make sure to join us in the next one. See you then. Bye-bye.